He buys and sells politicians of all stripes. He's already, hey, look, he's already hedging his bet on the Clintons, okay? So if he doesn't run as a Republican, maybe he supports Clinton or maybe runs as an independent.
Okay.
But I'd say that he's already hedging his bets because he's used to buying politicians.
Well, I've given him plenty of money.
Wow. The Rand Paul of 2015 would likely not recognize the Rand Paul of last night's Trump rally in Kentucky. Big difference. Good morning and welcome to Morning Joe. It is Tuesday, November 6th. Along with Willie and me, we have MSNBC contributor Mike Barnicle, national affairs analyst for NBC News and MSNBC, John Heilman, he's the co-host, and executive producer of Showtime's The Circus, former aide to the George W. Bush White House and State Department's Elise Jordan, and White House reporter for the Associated Press, Jonathan Lemire. Joe on dad duty, back tomorrow. What Rand Paul was that, Willie? I didn't recognize him.
Well, you can add him to the list of senators that include Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, who railed against Donald Trump in 2015 and 16, and now are running events for him in 2019. Also, Jonathan Lemire, you were there at the rally in Kentucky yesterday, back this morning. Rand Paul walked right up to the line of outing the whistleblower. Didn't say his name, but give some context and some details that we won't give here this morning so that people can basically decipher who he is.
That's right. This is the push now we are seeing from the White House and the president's allies, including a somewhat now unlikely one in Rand Paul. The president has really fixated on this whistleblower, believing this person is a member of the so-called deep state, has ties to previous administrations, and has been looking to get him, ignoring the fact that everything the whistleblower highlighted in his initial complaint has been corroborated. There hasn't been anything, to my knowledge, that the whistleblower has alleged that has proven to be inaccurate, based on witness testimony on Capitol Hill, and, of course, the memo/pseudo-transcript that the White House put out of the president's call with the Ukrainian leader. But Trump, especially in the last week or so, as this impeachment inquiry shifts into a new phase. They had the vote. This is happening. The steady stream of testimony remains very damaging, has been calling for the whistleblower to be unveiled, claiming that he's being protected by Democrats and the media. Now, let's point out, there are federal protections for whistleblowers for that very reason, so people can come forward and feel like they can flag things that they see without fear of punishment or retribution, or perhaps even harm to their own personal safety. The president's been doing it time and time again. Rand Paul last night went right up to the line and again called for the whistleblower to be identified and subpoenaed, which was sort of the highlight from this rally, which the president was holding when he very much linked his fate with the impeachment inquiry with the Republican governor candidate in Kentucky, suggesting that this is a win the Republicans need, and it can show the Democrats that the American public doesn't want to back the inquiry that is, frankly, imperiling his presidency.
And Mika, this is just one more time where Republicans in support of Donald Trump are going after the source of the information and not the information itself. They did the same with Bill Taylor in his testimony, did the same with Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, now doing it with the whistleblower, saying, let's not talk about what he said, which has been, as Jonathan said, supported by testimony. Let's talk about who he or she is.
And there's so many things wrong with that, revealing a whistleblower and bullying and threatening a whistleblower. We can leave that there, put that aside, and point out that the whistleblower is actually moot at this point in terms of all the information that has come out in the open. And let's start there.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.